Is your favorite baseball commentator back with another episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. Excuse me, I am not feeling the best today, but I'll be all right. Today, I have been looking around, and it's time to make some trades. We're not doing horrible at a 14-15 record. We can always turn that around. We just came off a bad series, and there's just some players that are just not going really good, and we've lost 6 of our last 7. So we definitely want to turn this around before it gets bad. DJ Hers has been struggling, but I also realized something. DJ Hers can be a starting pitcher, as you can see. I would say for the time being, with what we're about to do, he will move over to the starting pitcher role. But first, let's get over to the trades. I just want to check something. Yep, we're going. We are going. All right. Nathaniel Lowe is not going to be on this list. The first guy we are looking at is Jake Irvin. We, at the start of the franchise, said this man could turn into something out of nowhere. But it just hasn't been that way. In his first 4 games, he's lost. Well, he's been in 7 games. He's started 4, and he's lost 2. Hasn't won a game. Has pitched 21 innings so far, and has put up a 6.43 whip, or nice, ERA, and a 1.81 whip. God, I can't speak at the moment. He's allowed 5 homers, and it's just not been beneficial to have on the team. He's a cheap option, so teams will be coming for him. And I think I have found myself a buyer. Alright. It's going to be the Kansas City Royals. We're going to go over and grab a third baseman from... It's not them. Hold up. I remember the player name. How could I be incorrect? I literally had it ready to go. This is embarrassing. There it is. Sorry, it was the Rays. It is Theo Gillen. This man can play a lot of different positions in the infield. He has a lot of work to do to become an MLBer, though. I think Jake Irvin, taking in this prospect, he has a lot of room to grow. He's only 19 years old. He was just drafted in the first round. The Rays right now... I'm looking for them. Are 11 and 17. They're one of the worst teams. So maybe just a little bit more has got to go their way. Because Jake Irvin's not had a good season. What are they getting out of a 28-year-old? Okay. So, with that being said, we got the Rays over here. With Theo Gillen. They're definitely interested, but we definitely have to give another person up. We are keeping Brady House. That is not happening. The man's hitting 294. He's going to be a September call-up. I say Jose Tena. A DH shortstop with no power. About Kevin Made. I think Kevin Made could be a good prospect for him. That or Luke Dickerson. We'll go with Kevin Made. I think he would be a better option than Jose Tena long term for them. And yeah, this will make it go through. We get a nice third baseman that can play other positions too. He'll be a great platoon guy off the bat, and then maybe turns into something with his own position. But he can play the whole outfield. He can play second and what was it, shortstop? Yeah. So, and if you look, that's literally almost every position the Rays need is this guy right here. Hilarious. But he's ours now. They decided to give him over to Washington. Theo Gillen will now have to find a role in our minor leagues. So that was a perfect first trade. But now a trade that's going to help us now. Getting a guy like Gary Sanchez would not be horrible for power, but he has not really been given an opportunity for the Orioles. He was, when I was looking, the top guy I want to get. Ben Joyce, another decent reliever. You know what? And Travis Arnold. Josiah Gray for what position was it? It was catch. No, reliever. I swear I didn't go that far. Ben Joyce for Josiah Gray. We've had some issues with our bullpen this year. I think that would be another nice, helpful piece. So we can also move DJ Hurst over to the starting role. It would be Parker, Gore, Hurst, Jarlin Susana, who hasn't been horrible, and then Cade Cavalli in the AAA is looking to get called up too. So getting this trade across, we can also look at Travis Arnold, but I think we can look elsewhere too. Ryan Noda, Nolan Chanel, Louis Rengifo. Not a horrible player, but not what we're looking for. I think a guy like Christian Moore? No, that's just not going to happen. Jan Moncada. You know, I think we've got enough third basemen, so. Scott Kingerly, no. Taylor Ward, no. Mickey Moniak. I think in case we want to switch out with Jacob Young here soon, I think Mickey Moniak would be the perfect addition to the team. A guy we also could like is Joe Adele. We like Seaver King, I'm pretty sure, right? It was these guys that we don't really care as much about. Jeremy De La Rosa, I feel like could be something in the future, but Robert Hassel just doesn't have it in him yet. Elijah Green. I'd say Elijah Green and Josiah Gray. We even throw in Dante Williams, who's a good fielder option for them. We'll get it back in. No. $1 million is crazy. I think we'll just go with this trade right here. Josiah Gray's going over to the Angels. See if he can help a struggling team get Mike Trout to the promised land, because he's on a 6-year expensive deal. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, and then one more move could happen here. We do need a starting pitcher back, but those guys were not doing it. We might as well go to the young guns. I'll probably do similar, if not better stats than what we've had to deal with. Because now we have Ben Joyce for the long term, DJ Hurst, Zach Jackson, Jose A. Ferrer, some guys that we could definitely continue to use in the bullpen. Looking at starting pitcher, you have Johan Asuncion right here, who deserves an opportunity. Jorge Calderon, not really what we're looking for. Hernandez, he has a lot of good pitches in him. We're just filling up the rotation with more arms for the future, so we're definitely going to bring him immediately to the MLB. DJ Hurst is going to be 4, Jarlin Susana 5, so we have the guys. Right now, what happens if I starting pitch, if I do it this way, just give him starting pitch. Does he go up or down? He goes way up. DJ Hurst is a 76 starting pitcher? Did not know that. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Jarlin Susana. And Kay Cavalli's on the upswing. Jackson Rutledge, after a struggle MLB start, wasn't horrible, was not the greatest, and has not done anything good in his time in the AAA. So we're going to send him down to the AA. Have them figure it out, and then bring up Pedro Hernandez to the AAA. Another guy we signed. And let him grow. Cole Henry. Yeah, we're cool there. Everything looks pretty solid there. Jeremy De La Rosa we can put in the AAA. Luke Dickerson we can put in the AAA. Alrighty, so does this team put the Nationals back on track? I think we at least have a better situation. Josiah Gray has not been doing good. DJ Hurst looks like he could be way better moving forward now in a starting pitcher role. Ben Joyce, DJ Hurst is going there. With that, and then Johan. We have 4 lefties though. It's a big problem. We'll have to fix that in the upcoming months, because Jarlin's our righty. He's not doing bad. We like him. But right now, Hers, Johan. We'll have to see what Johan does. We might bring up a righty and put him in the AAA. We'll just see how it goes with 4 of those, because we have more righty bullpen arms. This could definitely stink a little bit. 25, 26, 28, 26, 20. So the 28 was Zach Jackson, so long relieve him. Ferrer is doing pretty good right now. Make him set up number 2 with Ben Joyce. Ben Joyce has to prove himself before that. Put Derek Law there. Derek Law has been pretty good. Colin Poche has been very, very good. So looking at the bullpen, could be better, but it's getting there. We're getting some better names in. So just to recap real fast. Signed Johan Asuncion. Signed Pedro Hernandez. Talked about Cade Cavalli. Traded for Ben Joyce in the Josiah Gray trade. And then got Theo Gillen for Irvin. For Zach Irvin? Jake Irvin? One of the two. Not our problem anymore. So looking at the catchers we have, CJ Stubbs plays a lot of different positions. But he can't hit. He's a fielder only. Might need to come in at some point and just to give Keeper Ruiz some rest, because this man has played every game so far. He's not doing too bad. 282, 3 home runs. We're going to try and get this team going now with these trades. With Abrams at the 1 spot, it's going well. Garcia is going well. James Wood's going well. Nathaniel Lowe could be doing a bit better, but not too bad. We're going to see if he can keep growing. Paul DeYoung's kind of slowing down, but we're trying. Stone Garrett's looking like this team is hitting very, very, very good. We also did just trade for Joe Adell. That we definitely want to try and get in this lineup and see how good he is in a starting role. Because Jacob Young hasn't been good himself. He's had 99 at-bats, 222 average. He's coming back a little bit, but let's give Joe Adell a chance. See if he can get some pop going. Help the Nationals get going, because we're 6 games out right now. The Mets and the Braves are dominating. Okay. No way! Just to start the episode, Nasim Nunez will go down with a 2-month injury. And Abrams is one of the most struggling shortstops. I looked it up last season. He was one of the worst fielders. Louis can't play shortstop. I don't want to move. Hold up. Okay, Rosario can play shortstop. Okay, welcome into the lineup, Ahmed Rosario. He is kind of fast, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll keep the Louis. The Louis Abrams, Nathaniel Wood low. Stone Garrett can go in at 5. Ahmed Rosario can go right in at 8. Alright, so to finish the month, we are down 1 with 2 outs. Stone Garrett up to bat. Here we go. Here we go.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Garrett digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center.
I was barely just late, but alright.
Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So the Nats leave a pair. They're down 2-1.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make.
Another 2 losses since the trades. But I believe in the month of May. I believe in the month of May. No, I don't. Alright, we at least stopped the losing streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. With a win over the Reds. Susana once again. 2-1. Gosh darn it. What is going on, guys? Gore is struggling as the top guy, but Mitchell Parker's growing. We're making Mitchell Parker our new ace. And Susana's going to go to the 2 spot. I've liked what I've seen out of Susana. Johansson's coming in. Oh. Let's bring up a righty. We wanted to give him a shot at the MLB. He's not ready yet. We're bringing up Cade Cavalli. Righty starting pitcher. Has played great in the AAA. Welcome to the team, Cade. Coming at that 5 spot. Hello? What is this? What is this I'm walking into?
Pivotal
We've already
at
seen
bat
from the
now
episodes,
for the
I am
dangerous
not
Jose
a
Ramirez.
pitching pro.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball on the inside corner for the strike.
Play with him a little bit.
Ground ball left side down the line.
Nearly could have been bad there. See if we can jam him.
0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Jose Ramirez has been dominant to start the season.
And the next pitch is way outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Stays alive. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
What a pitch for Zach Jackson. Okay, 1 down.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Okay. Rocchio's not the best hitter, it looks like, but...
That one the other way.
Can we get the double play to save it? Yes, we can.
The double play cuts down the potential.
Good job for Zach Jackson.
Well, they win.
And that's going to help us win. Look at Mitchell Parker. Brand new ace comes in and gets a victory.
You're sleeping in your own.
Played 5 innings, gave up 1 run. Once again, Zach Jackson in a predicament. We got him to save the
2
team.
2 on, 1 out. Here comes Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 in this one.
Former National Lane Thomas.
And that one fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
1-1. This one in the dirt. Save. And now second and third with one gone. Both runners move up on the wild pitch. And the double play is no longer in order. In the air, right field, Garrett. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Ramirez in to score. Tie game here in the 8th.
There you go.
I was trying to throw it off.
RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
I guess I should have.
Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Button.
And that is out of play.
It's going to be a tie game, 4-4.
Tied at 4. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Just missed. Fastball is outside. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Here's Brian Rocchio. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Count 1-0.
Hit in the air, left field.
Can Joe Adele get there? Yes, he can.
Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out.
And we're going to stay at least in a tie game.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
I was just a bit early.
And that one lifted in the air, center field.
And that's going to pop out to start the inning.
He's got it.
We're back at the start of the lineup.
Here's
C.J. Abrams
to hit. That one not close. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Herron preparing to come on if needed. One out, base is empty. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Garcia now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and at that same time that splitter comes and the bottom just falls out of it.
Santana makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Austin Hedges. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Let's get someone new on. Bring in our closer, Jorge Lopez.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Jorge Lopez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
And he takes one right on the black. And the count 1-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Stephen Kwan not doing us justice.
Tied up here at the top of the 9th.
Pitches.
Right side, Garcia. And that quickly 2 away.
Good throw by Garcia.
Riding on that at-bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Brennan in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Speed with a fastball. So they make short work of him there. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. And we are tied 4-4. Back in Washington, D.C., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now James Wood.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Smith back to work.
Good hit by Wood.
And no one can get there.
Massive start, bottom of the ninth.
No outs, runner at first. Now,
all right, here we go. Nathaniel Lowe has been good this game.
He was late there, strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That one finds the zone. 0-2. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
There goes the runner. Pitch is low. Throw. Save. Edges too late.
There we go. 2-2 count.
Now in scoring position. Winning run stands at second. And a remaining.
All right, sorry about that.
Games 2-2.
Here we go, Nathaniel Lowe, come on.
The winning run on second base. Swing and a
That's
high fly
high.
ball out towards right center field. Brennan settles underneath it. And there's one down.
I made a mistake. I could have advanced him too.
So digging in, Stone Garrett.
And there it is.
It's on its way.
Stone Garrett with a game
winner. He
winner.
sends a rocket to left, and the Nationals walk it off for the win.
Nationals are back near 500. Let's go, Stone.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure.
And this one ends with a...
Joe Adele also hit a home run. Alright, so we're 17-20 right now. Brennan Doyle gets sent to the Braves for starting pitching prospect Cam Nitty. Very good one, too. So the Rockies are trying to get younger at the catcher position and their starting pitcher position, getting rid of a struggling Brennan Doyle. Interesting. Down 1 with Nathaniel Lowe on bat.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, 1 for 3. Double steal. Pitching for a strike. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home.
Well, I made a mistake there again.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a
Bluebird.
fly ball in the air.
Gotta get down
towards right center field.
Nice, we'll get
and
a run
that
in.
gets down into the gap. The run comes in to score from second.
Gosh,
It's
darn
an RBI. Here's C.J. Abrams now, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a tapper that rolls
I just messed that
foul.
one up.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Misses outside, 1-1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Cade Smith getting loose out there. Sewald getting cranked up as well. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. One, 2 now. And that's outside. That one misses, and it counts full.
Full count right now for
Nice spot here.
C.J.
Just got to
Abrams.
stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Two outs.
And there it is.
And there's a hit. And that
Now
moves
we
the
got Luis Garcia.
run to scoring position with 2 gone. And now it's Luis Garcia. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. With the go-ahead run standing at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's too low. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit.
That's going to be huge.
Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Runner holds at third, respecting the big arm at center field. So 2 down.
James Wood,
And now up
hitting
for
308
Washington,
right now.
James Wood. Strike 1.
Really?
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Now, as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off.
The Nationals are going to hold on with the man on third and win this game. Let's go. Series sweep against Cleveland. Very hard one, too. All 3 games were not easy wins. Three, 2, 6, 4, and 2-1. There we go. Got Jordan Walker and Victor Scott. 2 guys I was looking at for Josiah Gray and
Irvin. But here we go. So Nationals up 1, 9th inning. If we can get out of this, we win.
Jordan Walker now at the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Good steal for Victor Scott.
And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-1 game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have...
That's going to help us. Oh, my God. It hitting the bag and him still deciding to go.
He's 2 outs away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball 1, no strike.
If that didn't hit the bag, it would have been a tie game right now.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball.
It's going to be a blooper.
And it falls. And the go-ahead run is on base. Not in time. The tying run stands at third with 1 out, and a fly ball could knock this one up. In the air, left field. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He scores.
It's still going to be a tie game.
That's a big sacrifice fly, and they've tied it in the top of the 9th. Now batting Michael Ciani. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now 1-1. And that one fouled off. Runner takes off on the ground. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. The high heat.
Here we go. Bottom of the 10th inning. Down 1. Joe Adell up. Another home run for him. This could end up being a very good move.
Extras here. Up now for Washington, Joe Adell. And that one fouled off.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
It's going to get way harder. It went up.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And the runner holds. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Bunting for a hit.
Can he get there? He will. What a bunt by Ahmed.
Really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Ground ball right side could be 2. Here's Wynn for 1. And that's a double play to end it. 6.
Disappointing loss. We're not getting a triple. We're just going to try and hit a home run.
Alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. Keibert Ruiz.
At least he gets another hit.
A single, a double, and a home run already in this one. looking for the toughest part of the cycle, the triple.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield.
Win that game. All right. Keeper Ruiz went 4 for 4 in that game. Very nice day for him. 20-22 right now. We ended up being Braves. Then lost. Then lost. Don't know who that is. 20. Come on. (22 and 26) right now, and another series against the Braves. Fuck. Big win. Here we go. Can we get Wood a third home run? Since being moved to All-Star.
To those joining us for this live look in on the show. I'm John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. You're just in time. James Wood, couple of homers so far today. Maybe we'll see number 3 here.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Wood 324 right now, 2 home runs.
And that one is inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And delivers outside. Ruiz off of first with 2 away.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss.
That was right where I needed to be too. I was just early.
One here.
Good day all in all for James Wood though. 2 home runs, 3 runs scored. Can we sweep the Braves here? We do! That's what we want to see. We're right back at where this episode started. How are we doing episode time right now? 47 minutes? Nope. No. Okay, bottom of the 8th inning. Wood's on an 11-game winning streak. We're on a sweep and really good team, and then get swept by the Giants.
Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. James Wood bats here with an 11-game hit streak on the line. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Oh, he throws it away. Doesn't get too far away.
Keep the hitting streak. There we go.
No one moves up. And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you.
25 and 29 right now. Not looking too good at all. Why are they doing this to us? This is where the record's really starting to fall apart. Which was expected by the Washington Nationals this season.
Good evening to those joining us for this live look-in on the show. I'm John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. You're just in time. Ahmed Rosario bats here with an 11-game hit streak on the line. One down, base is empty. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a pitch.
Good hit by Rosario.
That's a base hit into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
We can win it. There we go. We've been seeing a lot of James Wood. 330 right now.
I'm curious
He's
how he
on
decides
fire.
to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Hit in
He's
the
gonna
air,
club it
center
high.
field. Grichuk sizes this one up.
Yes, we're going to send Ruiz. This is not looking
second.
good.
He's
going to get there.
And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are
James
two
Wood's
gone.
really heating up.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And fouled off.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout.
Because we couldn't capitalize, the Diamondbacks take another win away from the Nationals. This is where the episode goes downhill.
Now it's Luis Garcia. Late swing, foul to the left. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Hit in the air, left
That's a
field.
blooper.
Happ tracks it down for the out.
Oh.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Jacob Young hitting 205 right now.
Better than that, you feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Out
We get
towards
that
right
blooper
center
down.
field. He hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit for the Nats, Ahmed Rosario.
There it is.
Base hit. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept
Nick
his hands
Senzel
in
now.
and turned on the pitch.
Part of our
Quick
lefty
bat through the
lineup.
zone. Really important at bat coming up now.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Right? No, this is a righty. They started the game with the lefty. Ugh.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special
Against
right here,
right-handed
it's going to
pitchers
have
have
to
been
happen
awful.
with 2 strikes.
The Nationals down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Ballesteros down to first. And that'll do it as they complete the
Another disappointing out. Another disappointing out. I should have took him out. Good for Rosario. God, Joe Adele's been fucking phenomenal.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. Joe Adele, a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest part of the cycle, the triple. There's the swing and a miss. Action in the Mets bullpen. Paul Blackburn up and throwing. Montas also getting ready. That pitch gets the inside corner, and the count is 1-2.
Couldn't give us any luck there.
2-2.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout.
And won't let me in that game, we lose anyways. Oh my god. Paul DeYoung, someone we got in the offseason.
So 2 outs
him and
with
Nathaniel
runners
Lowe.
on the corners. Paul DeYoung digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
222, 9 home runs.
Swing and a miss.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt. Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez collects, fires to first. That could... Now it's the right fielder.
Tie game thanks to
Young.
Ruiz.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double.
Good double play by the Mets. Can't be mad at that. Yeah, and they're going to take another win. Rough month for the Nationals. Very, very rough. Even worse than the last month. Now we're 30 and 39.
With the tying run and scoring position in the bottom of the 9th, now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. On the ground to short, Tovar. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies hold on to win a tight one.
Guys, I'd be looking to trade at the deadline. Ahmed Rosario and Paul DeYoung for sure. See if we can get some more prospects out of it. I'll do it because we can hit a home run here and look really good tying this game
I'll
back
be
up.
alongside Chris Singleton.
James Wood,
We'd like
332
to welcome
right
those
now.
just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. James Wood, that's here with an 11-game hit streak on the line.
So, James Wood right now, 77 contact righty, 69 power righty, 77 overall.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and
I
misses.
didn't think he was throwing a strike there. I sat back.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone,
Thing is,
hard to
he's
get the
up
barrel
against
to
the
it.
lefty right now.
And he couldn't hold back.
They're
He's
gonna
run
call
up
it
on
strike
strikes.
3.
4-3 our finals.
We showed some hope, and now it's falling apart. Nicola Dolo will be a very good pitcher. Luis Garcia has been one of our better players, though. He has 7 home runs, too. I'm not going to do it. I think we need more position players than pitchers. I think our pitchers are on its way. What? We lose Ferrer and... Oh my god. Bring Brandon McCracken. Up to the AAA. Soriano's going to go to the MLB. Who's most ready for a spot? Brady House has fallen apart. Great. Andres Chaparro. Great against lefties. Horrible against righties. Jack Dunn still injured. Robert Hassel. And the AAA is hitting 193, so we can't do that. Jeremy Del Rosa, 181 in AAA. Trey Lipscomb. I think this is where we go elsewhere. Paul DeYoung. Nathan Lukes. Austin Slater. Will Brennan. Chase DeLauder. Mike Toshman. Is having a phenomenal season with the Detroit Tigers. 241 at-bats. 2. Alright. Dylan Cruz, get in there. Abrams is falling in the contact department. What is going on right now with this team? Stone Garrett does not have the arm. Dylan Cruz does. I'm going to take him out for the second, but Senzel in. Hold up. Dylan Cruz has been developing on the bench. We're going to give him another shot. And we're going to put him at the 4 spot. CJ Abrams at the 5, Garcia at the 6. Joe Adell has been phenomenal since coming over. Look at that power versus lefty. Against the left-handed, we need to make sure he's getting an everyday role. Joe Adell, right there, 3. Boom, boom. Yeah. I like that. I even like Abrams leading off there. Ahmed's actually been doing a phenomenal job of leading off. Stone Garrett's developing well. What do we do here, guys? What do we do? Keeper Ruiz up to a 71, so that's good. He's actually not been doing too bad. He's getting a good amount of hitting stats. His power lefty's going up too. Let's relax for a second. Garcia's in the 80s now. Right now we have Jacob Young on the outside. We have Stone Garrett to left. It's not a horrible lefty. Joe Adell. Tell you what, we're gonna go Joe Adell left field. Take Stone Garrett out of the lineup. And then, where's Dylan Cruz at? Dylan Cruz is still not there as a batter. He will be against lefties, though, so that's nice. But right now, let's leave him on the bench for lefties. Let's bring him out for righties. We want him to continue working on the righty side. I would not put him high up in the lineup, though. Dylan Cruz will play that 9 spot. Against righties. What do we got? Let's get Jacob Young out of here for Mike Toshman. Man's hitting well. That's fine. Lee Garcia. He needs to be right there. If we're going to do this, we'll do it like that. Juan Yepes is doing alright on the bench. Nathaniel Lowe's looking pretty nice. Pavin Smith has only had 17 at-bats. Yepes can play third, but I'm scared of that. I'm gonna give it a shot. Is Nassim Nunez back? Oh, thank God. Get Rosario out of there. Nassim Nunez. No, we want him at shortstop. But Abrams is going to lead off again with Nunez at the 2. Joe Adele, 4. Let's see what he can continue doing. Tell you what, Juan Yepes at the 4. Louis Garcia at the 5. Mike Toshman at the 6. He's going to be a really good fielder, but we need him to continue growing. I'll tell you what, if Jacob Young continues to play like that, let's get Dylan Cruz in at center field on the lefty side. We can't get wins. And before the draft, Senzel's been looking pretty good right now, as of late. Brady House is returning himself around for a September call-up. The DeYoung trade definitely frees that up. Darren Baker, looking like he might get a call-up. He looked really good last year for the Nationals. 14 at-bats. Ahmed Rosario. What would you suggest us getting first? Right before the draft. We're not looking good, so we can get rid of a lot of our veterans. Getting Toshman, though, is a veteran, but I think he can hold a team down for the time being. Brooks Lee hasn't looked great, got sent back down, has looked really good in the AAA. Not really what we want in an infielder, though. Melton. Alexander Ramirez looks, if he can develop well throughout the next few seasons, could be a good hitter. The double A is hitting nicely. Matthew Lugo. I think we go MLB ready and see if someone like Ramon Laureano. I think over the last 2 years, he's actually kind of been a solid player. He can hit some home runs. He's more good depth outfielder, but I think we are, as of right now, with the addition of Mike Toshman, already have Stone Garrett as good depth too. Dylan Cruz, Joe Adell, Jacob Young, Pavin Smith, and James Wood. I think our outfield for this season is set. Not for the long term, but for the season. Getting Nassim Nunez back, who's been phenomenal in 48 at-bats, 375 from his injury. Brady House is getting ready to get called up. So I think right now third base is set. First base is set. Another catcher would be nice. Samuel Bosalo. He's sitting behind a Adley Rutschman. You'd have to give up some more. I'd say clearing Jorge Lopez off the books wouldn't be a bad move. As well, since we just got Christian Scott, and he is turning out to be phenomenal. I think getting rid of Jorge Lopez now. Some veterans for Samuel Basalo. We've known outside of Felix Bautista, they need another reliever for the Orioles. Andrew Kidredge. What the heck? Oh, he had a really good year last year. Okay. I can just throw someone like that. Merrick Baldo. Give him some prospect. Jorge Lopez and Ahmad Rosario for a future catcher prospect and Samuel Basalo. We're going to make that deal happen. And let's go to the draft. We will be the first overall pick, too. Losing Joe Adell, too, is crazy. Jack Dunn in the AAA. I'm just going to the draft. Alrighty, looking at the scouted players. This man, okay. Alright, so we have shortstop. That looks really good. He's already in the 70s. Could literally come in next season. Holy shit. Has amazing arm strength. Can play second base too. Has good... He has okay speed. Roger Cordova looks very solid. We're not going pitcher first round. As much as this guy looks phenomenal, this is a guy we want to see too. Be potential, but looks already ready to be a fucking hitter. Merle Miller. Scouted left fielders. We already have Nassim Nunez and he can play second base. We already have Louis Garcia. I was presented with a tough choice. Presented with a really tough choice for the Nationals. With that first overall pick for the Washington Nationals, man. The only starting pitcher I would take here is Steven Perez. He's not a velocity pitcher. Don't even get to know the type of pitches he throws without that velocity. So I'm not going Steven Perez here. We're not doing it. Now, this dude has a cannon on him in Roberto Madrid. But I just don't need starting pitcher like that. Not with the first overall pick. With the first overall pick, it's between this left fielder and Merle Miller. Do I take away some of the potential for an absolute insane hitting player? Merle Miller will be below 72, but I just don't think you could pass up on Roger Cordova, the guaranteed first overall pick. But the thing is, too, this guy's 19, this guy's 22, this guy's going to be B potential, this guy's going to be A potential, this guy's ready for the MLB right now. That makes CJ Abrams super expendable, especially with that low fielding. He's a decent hitter. This guy's CJ Abrams, but has a little bit better of a fielding ability. But it also says 44 to 49, so you never even know if that 67 is ever going to hit. He has no accuracy, no fielding. He's a second baseman. Opted out, healthy. This is a tough decision. I do think right here you do have a Jose Rasha too, who's not going to be the best hitter, but one of the better fielding guys, it looks like. And yeah, I'm going to be down the road. Fuck. This is hard, ladies and gentlemen. This is very fucking hard. Rick Dill. Really good contact hitter. You have a B potential first baseman right here. 74 to 86 overall. And Darren Ortega, 19 years old. Alright, we found our player. This is a much more of a need than the left field or shortstop. Darren Ortega, as long as he hits B potential, you don't... Like, Dylan Cruz is A potential, but we don't even know if he's going to be that guy. This guy could easily be that guy. He looks like he's going to be a B potential. He looks like he's going to be a high overall draft pick. He's only 19 years old. This dude looks like the best player in the draft. Darren Ortega is going to be the draft pick. With the number 2 pick. Steven Perez. He was a very, very good pick. He was the top starting pitcher prospect in this draft class. Good pick for the Angels. Can't hate on that. 3rd overall pick. Roger Cordova, realistically speaking, could have been the 1st overall pick if we already didn't have... Like, Nancy Nunez himself is what I was looking at when I looked at this guy. With Abrams already being a DH option, you don't really want to get rid of it. CJ Abrams. That man looks like he could definitely be a very good hitter down the road for us. I'm just struggling with that. If Roberto Madrid could fall, that'd be great. But let's get over to the next Nationals pick, and we'll go back. Madrid goes to the Reds. Spice is going to be happy about that one. Villanova, I didn't like too much. The right fielder. Merle Miller goes 13 into the Giants. Rick Dill goes 23 to the Royals. That's a lot of our guys right there. And we're going to be at pick 45 in the 2nd round. You got a guy, Arthur Sidinguidi. No velocity. Has some good potential in him. I want to see catcher. We did just trade for a catcher prospect, though, so we don't have to go crazy about this. At 78 to 92 field. His fielding could be very nice, but what about his blocking? We don't get to see his blocking. It doesn't have great arm accuracy or arm. Looking at you. Looks to have beautiful power versus lefty and some future in the power righty, but no. High fielding. Good fielding catcher with some power. I'm going to keep an eye on Danny Jones if I can take him in the next round. That was a good find right there for catcher. We need a catcher. Love to see what Danny Jones can be. He can play third base. He can play other positions. I'm going to go Benito Hernandez. We're going double first baseman, but I think this man has versatility to play elsewhere. That's why I'm getting him. He looked really, really good. He's 23 years old too, so kind of got a guy that we can use very, very soon. Jorge Batista. It looks like our guy's still there. Oh, his catcher. Was it Ryan Hagan? No. Okay. I think our catcher's still there. Danny Jones it was? Was it Danny Jones? The high fielding. It was. We're going to take another stab at a guy that might not be the highest potential, but has some good future stats in him. Alright. Next, we're going to take a closing pitcher that we have full scouted on that's going to be fucking phenomenal. Nino Colon. Beautiful find by the scouts. High strikeouts per 9. His pitch velocity is not good. Give him a knuckleball. We don't get to know yet. That man has some very, very good stats for the future. He's going to be in the 60s though, which is fine. Very, very great find. And then some scouted areas. This guy could be a good bullpen arm. I'll take a reliever with some potential. I don't think it's going to be too bad. And then let's go outfielder. We didn't really go outfielder, but there are none left. There is a catcher left. Oh wait. Is Mark Payne still there? Nope. Rich Bell is though. Who has some fielding potential. Second baseman right here, Ray Hidalgo. I don't hate that. We'll go Ray Hidalgo. to finish off this year's draft class. I highly doubt we're in the home run derby. We're probably not even close to the home run derby. Our closest right now is a 13 home run hitter in CJ Abrams, who's struggling against contact right now. He is growing nicely though. So is Jacob Young. Interesting. Interesting. Next trade talk players, Pavin Smith. But we might need him because of the injuries. Right now, he's left field. Jacob Young and Odell. Yeah. I've really not liked him since coming over. Retrading him away. Yanir Cano, the Orioles. I'm just going to take that. Get another bullpen arm. Cavalli hasn't been phenomenal, but he hasn't been horrible. Hers has been pretty good since making the switch. Gore has not. He is 1-8, so he's gonna fall down the pecking order. Jarlin Susana, 4-7, has not looked good anymore. Fudge. Our new closer is gonna be Cano. Mitchell Parker, what are you doing over here? Oh, that's normal. Okay. Cool. Nunez is healthy. Robert Hassel, bro. The amount of 2 months, bro. I should change this episode to injury hell. We have hit the injury hell. Pedro Hernandez, James Wood, Joe Odell, both out for extended periods of time. Torn groin, broken arm. My God. And now, let's take a look at our draft picks. Darren Ortega, Nino Colon, Danny Jones. Cool. Darren Ortega, give him the max. Cool. Can we get all of our draft picks immediately? Definitely need Benito. Let's just sit on it for a minute. These deals will get cheaper. Let's just keep on scouting these guys. See what we found in the depths. We'll have another game to play here.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough.
Runner takes off, pitch misses. Throw to third, save! And the
that 93% steal rate goes up. Big stolen base there by CJ. We believe in Luis Garcia.
Hit in the air out to center field.
Go.
Brings it in. Runner tags for home.
That should be
a big
easy in. Good job, Abrams.
And they tied it in the
Juan Yepez.
Here's Juan Yepez. Out to center.
Just late.
Merrill. And that is that. Back here in Nationals Park. And now the DH, C.J. Abrams. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And a foul ball.
Try and mess with the pitcher a little bit.
Oh, but it's a foul ball.
Who's going to go off the wall?
So the tying run at second. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Got him. Down on strikes, and there's one away here in the 12th.
I was not expecting 84-mile-per-hour
And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia.
Has been one of our better players. Fell down to 265, though.
That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And
try, Louis.
There are two down. So they're down to their final out. Juan Yepez getting ready to hit. Trying to deliver as the hero. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next pitch is outside. With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
This could end it. Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres.
Just a rough episode. Let's get a Dylan Cruz highlight in before we end it.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. And that is out of play.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Runner on the go. Swinging a foul out of play.
Had to throw
all season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging. Saved at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Last chance for the Nats in this one. And now the catcher comes up to him. Samuel Basallo, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Fought off foul.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Pagan is just one strike away. Lifted to left,
come on.
and this should do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds.
Nice try, Samuel. Just nothing. Just nothing. Where do we go from here? We are now 42-59, looking like what the Nationals projected. Get the rest of these draft picks signed. Andres Munoz. Ethan Salas. Okay, this might not be a bad trade. 18 years old, 67 overall for Nathaniel Lowe. It gets 10 million off our books completely. Nathaniel Lowe. The thing is, we just got Samuel Basallo. So what's the point in getting also Ethan Salas? We know Keeper Ruiz hasn't been phenomenal, but he's not been horrible either. 260, 11 home runs. Showing that he's still a very capable catcher for us. Very, very capable. Drew Millis. You know, very good fielding catcher. Bats lefty. Doesn't Samuel Basallo. He also bats lefty. So it would be a battle of Basallo and Salas. Basallo is in the same boat there, and just a little bit worse of a fielder. Salas is the better guy right now. 67 at 18. I don't think you pass up on this, in a way. I think it's a perfect... I love Nathaniel Lowe, though. We did just draft 2 first basemen, too. You have a Juan Yepes to finish out the season. You kind of just have to. Nathaniel Lowe, 258, 10 home runs. For long-term, could be your franchise catcher. And Ethan Salas. You just can't pass up on that with 74 speed at the catcher position. Nathaniel Lowe. It had to happen. We're in a horrible season situation. You also look at maybe getting rid of Jacob Young here. Joe Adell's been a better player. 2 home runs, 235 for Jacob Young. And you got Joe Adell, who's 234 and 9 home runs. He looks like he's coming up and looking really nice for the future at center field for the Nationals. His injury sucks. You got to do this if you're the Nationals. You have to. Oh my god. Alright. And then looking at free agent first baseman. Anthony Rizzo. Elharius Montero. Jose Abreu. Gittins. T.T. Bowens. I say let's just move forward. There was a... Hold up. I see a 19-year-old. I seen that. Louis Martinez. No. I'm pretty sure we're done with signing, right? So we got rid of both players that we signed this offseason. Senzel better be hitting against lefties. I would cry. This is a righty. I'm taking him out if it's a righty. It is Hader, okay.
Senzel.
Not good that it's Hader, but it's good because it's Senzel.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Sean Dubin appears to be getting loose.
Our best lefty hitter's on bat right now.
Swung on.
He's going to smack one.
That's back.
It's gone! Nick Senzel!
His 9th homer of the year. It's 6-3.
Telling you, our best lefty hitter just smacks one. They take out Hader.
Up now for Washington, Dylan Cruz.
I get to see a little bit more Dylan Cruz, who has been developing a bat against lefties.
And there's a foul ball.
But they bring in a righty.
Still only
Smart
one
man.
out here in the inning.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Myers puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
See if we can get Jacob Young up on here.
Jacob Young. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless
got
so
it.
far.
That's God.
Jeopardy.
There's no
Trying
chance.
to bunt his way on. Not in time.
He got
He's
that
safe.
one.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
The guy we brought in. It's kind of filled the people we're sending away.
Late on that fastball. Young, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Young dives
Pitcher's
back
watching.
in safely.
They're still going to do it.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside.
That's going to be
And that's a
easy.
stolen base. Not even close.
Looking at Tauchman here. Has good contact versus that lefty side. He's had 11 home runs this season, 288 average. Brought him in just to be good depth. We're sending people out of here, like Pavin Smith. And that's why he has such a good bat swing.
Home.
That's going to get Jacob Young home for a 7-3
It's
lead.
an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
That was a good move, bringing in Mike Tauchman,
And
34-year-old.
now it's Luis Garcia. 0 for 4.
Good
couple
veteran.
Flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out.
Way cheaper option.
That to right.
Ooh.
McCormick. And that is
That should be the ninth.
So
Well, this was a total team.
Very, very good one for the Nationals there. Showing that at least, even though we're not going to make the playoffs this year, some of the moves I've been making is working out, like Tauchman. We're done there. Matt McClain goes from the Reds to the Orioles for Kobe Mayo. Okay. For a bunch of other guys are not really going to be that good. It's a Kobe Mayo for Matt McClain trade. And the trade deadline's today. And I think that's where we'll end it. We'll have the trade deadline episode in the next episode, guys. We went a little farther than I thought we would. I was actually kind of stoked for the draft. We had the first overall pick. We drafted a first baseman, drafted another first baseman in the 3rd round. Got a really good closer in the 4th. And speaking of that, can I see our draft picks? Anyway, let's get contract extensions going. He wants 7 a year. I'd say 2 years, 7.1 million. Make it 7.5 for Abrams. He can hit home runs. We know that. Getting that now, I think, is a done deal. Garcia. I think Dylan Cruz. What can we get for the 14 years? Getting 5 on 8 is not bad. 4 on 6 though. He's gonna be an everyday guy for us. We're not getting rid of Dylan Cruz anytime soon. He's growing. 4 years. Not interested in being locked up that long, but 6.5 will get it through. Stone Garrett, we want cheap. 2 years at 3 a year. Jacob Young, this is going to depend if we trade Jacob Young at the deadline. Very good fielder for us. Is growing. He's near an 80. It's great speed around the bags. We haven't really loved him this season, but we also can't. He's very valuable. He wants a 1-year, $1 million deal. So we at least have him for the next season. See what happens. We probably won't be trading him. Luis Garcia. One year, $8 million. Mitchell Parker's definitely earned a good deal. Hers, 2 years, $780K, perfect. And your Cano. 1 year, $2 million. 2.4, 2.6. 2 years at 2.2 will be fine. Let's go 3 years, 2.5. I don't hate that deal. Instead of doing like 2.6, let's just give him the years. Colin Poche is another guy I would be happy giving 3 years. $3 million is a little expensive. Can we do like 2.9? Nope. Has to be 3.1. Mackenzie Gore. Whoa. Hashtag trade Mackenzie Gore right now. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Where are we sending Mackenzie Gore? Because this is not a deal that's happening. He's not been very good for us. He's 1-9. No. Just no. Real life, he's amazing. Ben Joyce, 6 years. Will be one of our better relievers. I think giving him a contract now and knowing that he has to live up to $4.4 million will make him one of the better relievers in the league. Nassy Nunez. We're just going to give him a $780K. Give him A10. He's deserved a decent deal. He's going to be a part of this team next season. Juan Yepes has a lot of good... What did I witness? Okay. Another $780K deal. He's not bad at all. Give you 830, give you 870, 890. How much is it? No. We'll find a deal you like. 1 year, 1.4. Saves us 400K. Senzel has not been worth 1.6. He just only good one way, and we can't be having that. He does have positional versatility, though. I think we'll have to agree to disagree on a deal right now. Jose Ferrer. 2 years, 1.1. Andres Chaparro. We're waiting for him to come to the MLB level. Let's do that. We don't know how long. Mike Tauchman. Nah. Not worth the deal. Jorge Soriano. Good deal. Cade Cavalli has been getting some time. We're not giving him that deal. Susana, thank you. Masalo, thank you. But yeah, Gore. And then Parker's not bad. Yeah, let's just give him a 780K for next season. He's our ace. He's going to sign that deal. Allow us to give us a little more time. Mackenzie Gore is on his way out. Let's take a look. We are not paying this man $10 million next season if he's not going to produce. Prospects-wise, we're not even getting great prospects from him. Edgar Cuero, we don't need a... No, we're not going another catcher. Jason Churio has done really good in the double A. Could move him to triple A and see what he becomes. More of a fielder than an actual hitter, though. Bryce Rayner brings us another shortstop. Don't hate an idea of Bryce Rayner. Instead of drafting that first round guy, we get Bryce Rayner. Solves that if we do decide to get rid of CJ Abrams in the future. But I think we did lock up CJ. Yeah, 2 years at 7.5. I think he's definitely deserved that. Even though he's struggling to contact, he has been hitting home runs for the last 3 years. Not mad with 7.5. Senzel's a little expensive at 5. Let's say what can we do if we do a double up? Senzel and Gore now. Send up Brady House early. So we are just going for the full tank now. Spencer Jones has a lot of versatility in his arsenal. In the AAA, he's been okay. Joe Boyle has been phenomenal. And we get Xavier Isaac. I'd say, oh, that's a good deal right there. Dylan Lesko. It's been amazing, the AAA. Hagen Smith. Caglione. Emerson. Come on, Rocker. AJ Smith-Schwarber. Heed. Andrew Painter. I was going to struggle this season. I don't think I would do that. Moses Ballesteros. Hell, just more catcher competition. But I'm good. I was looking at DeVry. We'll start looking at deals. But thank you all for watching this episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. And we'll see you all for episode, what, 5? I'm losing count now. But anyway, we'll see you all for the next episode. Doses.